Hello, it's Giant1400, and this is Why I Love RWBY, Jaune versus Cinder. Now, Jaune versus Cinder is definitely my favorite fight in all of RWBY, and possibly my favorite fight in all of fiction. I will admit that the fight isn't like that flashy, like a lot of fights in RWBY. For example, Cinder versus Raven, or Cinder versus Osmond way back then, or even some of the earlier fights in RWBY. However, there is so much emotion behind the fight, and that's what I really like about two characters fighting. It's not necessarily that it's flashy, because I mean, flashy fights are like good to look at and stuff like that, but having a fight that actually means something towards the story or towards character development, have the characters be emotional for a reason, to me, in my eyes, that's what makes a great fight. And this fight had that. It had Jaune's character development. It had actually a little bit of Cinder character development as well. It had the emotion behind Jaune, and it had emotion behind Cinder when Jaune almost like defeated Cinder. It was a really epic moment, if you will. And the whole thing with Cinder killing Priya and Jaune being completely upset about it, and that look on Cinder's face, it was just like perfect when Cinder was like kind of just laughing at the fact that she just kills people, and Jaune being really upset about it. And they had this whole like thing I talked about with Jaune and Cinder, how Cinder is Jaune's antagonist, and how the two are like very contrast towards each other. They're like polar opposites. And this episode, this fight really displays that. It's amazing. And the whole thing about Jaune and versus Cinder, you know this fight's going to happen again, and it's probably going to happen where Jaune is the one to defeat Cinder, but he's not going to do it alone, because Cinder's going to get more powerful. I mean, Jaune's going to get more powerful as well, but I don't see him beating Cinder alone. Oh, the fight's just awesome to me. So much emotion behind it, so much room for potential stories in the future between fights between Jaune and Cinder, and Jaune progressing as both a fighter and a character. It's just amazing. And the whole thing with Cinder almost killing Weiss, and Jaune actually saving Weiss's life, just that whole parallel that Cinder likes death, likes killing, where Jaune likes saving. The whole parallel between Jaune and Cinder's character is well written. It's not perfectly written. I'm sure like some writer who's an expert writer can like, oh, there's a flaw here and a flaw there, but in my eyes, it's just so well done. I really do enjoy it. And I do really look forward to Jaune versus Cinder in the future, where Jaune's stronger, Cinder might be stronger. I really do look forward to these two fighting again and again and again as the series progresses, and as these characters progress to a climax that I really hope will live up to all the hype that I have for it. Really, how much I'm hyped. I really hope it lives up to it and beyond. Anyway, this is going to be a shorter video, and that is this video series RWBY Why I Love. And one of the reasons I love RWBY is Jaune versus Cinder. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you in the next one. Bye.